welcome back to my channel. I'm Stan the Man, and I thought it was time I do a gear video. But before we get to that, I do want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I just really appreciate it. I also want to give a shout out to two people. I want to give a shout out to Papa Bear Podcasts, so I've done a couple podcasts with him already. And go over to his channel, his podcast, and check it out. He really does a good job with an interview. So yeah, check him out. Also, I want to give a shout out to my very good friend, Try, her channel Acto Later, who gave me a really nice shout out on a couple weeks ago on her channel. So I just want to say thank you to her. And she's behind that channel, she's behind that camera, laughing her head off and giving a thumbs up. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a series of gear videos over the next couple weeks. But for the sake of time tonight, we are just going to do the big three, which are your backpack, your shelter, and your sleep system. My backpack of choice is the Z-Packs Arc Zip. I love this bag. I've been using it for approximately 4 years. Been out on the trail with it probably 30 days worth. And it's held up really well. I'm hoping it holds up for my whole thru hike. I love this pack for a lot of reasons. Made out of a Dyneema fabric, which is very durable and very light. It's a 57-liter backpack that comes in at 22.6 ounces, so very light. I added a couple of some pouches on the hip belt, 2 of them, which are really nice for carrying items like snacks for the day, anything else you might want to put in there, your headlamp, something like that. Really good for carrying certain items like that. I did also add a holder for my phone, which is very handy, and a handy dandy whistle, which is good to have. Inside the bag, I have a Z-Packs pack liner, which is really nice. A lot of people just choose to use a compactor bag. I went ahead and spent a little extra money and got the bag liner. It's really made of, again, Dyneema, nice light fabric, very durable. Z-Packs actually claims that these backpacks are waterproof or at least water resistant, but anybody knows who spent any time in the woods when it rains enough, especially on the Appalachian Trail, where you get a lot of soaking rain, that moisture does eventually get through. So to doubly make sure that things that need to stay dry, like your sleep clothes and your sleeping bag, things like that, we put within a bag liner. I also purchased a pack cover, and this goes right on the back of the pack when it rains and will keep everything dry. What do you think? Does it look like a shower cap? I think so.
Is that Z-Pack?
That's Z-Packs, yes.
Okay.
And there you go. Now let's talk about my shelter, which is the Z-Packs Duplex. I've had this tent for about 4 years. I love this tent. It sets up nice and easy. It comes in at a whopping 19 ounces, made of a very lightweight Dyneema fabric again. It sets up with my trekking poles, which I also hike with. So these poles serve a twofold purpose, to hike with and also set up my tent. The tent stakes out with 8 guide wires, and really, like I said, really easy to set up. And it has 2 vestibules because it is a 2-person tent. Although I think it's better suited for 1 person. It's got plenty of room to put your bag in there and to spread your things out. So I really like it. I have not had any problems at all with this Z-Packs Duplex tent. I think it's a great tent for a thru hike. This is a view from inside the tent. As you can see, have plenty of room to spread out and plenty of headroom. And this will be home for the next 5 to 6 months. Okay, let's talk about my sleeping bag. It's made by Enlightened Equipment. I really like it. It's a 20-degree 850 fill down, and it's called a convert. And what makes the convert different than some of the other bags made by Enlightened Equipment is that this is a down bag that unzips all the way and can be used just like a quilt. And also zips together with other bags if you want to do that as well. So it can be totally zipped up like a bag or used totally like a quilt. And I really love it. It's very lightweight and packs in really nice to my bag. So for my sleeping pad underneath my quilt, I have the Thermarest Neo Air X-Lite. I chose to go with the regular wide version so I can have a little bit more room to sleep on. It is a little bit heavier. I was using a Neo Air X-Lite, and I chose for in the winter months, at least the winter months, to go with a little bit wider. It'll be a little bit warmer because I have more room to sleep on. So just take that out. Comes with a repair kit, which is very nice. And yeah, it rolls out. So this is a pump sack. It just snaps onto this valve right here. And you just get air inside of the pump sack. You can do it like this and blow a little air in there. Push it in. So everybody's a little bit different. It blows it up a little bit different and lights it a little more or less firm. For me, like 8 or 9 pumps with the bag does it well. I do have a silk liner, but I also have this Soul bag made by Soul, and it's got a reflective interior, and it actually is also a little bit waterproof. Not that I would need that inside my tent. It's almost kind of like a bivvy, and I really like to use it as a liner. It really, with this reflective material on the inside, it really keeps me warmer than a silk liner. So I'm choosing to take this. It's about the same amount of weight, so I'm going to take this. I actually won this at Trail Days about 4 years ago, and it's worked out really well. So this is going to be my liner of choice. Also, as part of my sleep system, I have this 1/8 inch foam padding, very light, and it's made by Mountain Laurel Designs. And yeah, it's really good for sticking underneath your sleeping system, underneath your pad for extra warmth. And it also keeps, for me, it works really well to keep my pad from sliding around in my sleeping bag, in my tent as I'm sleeping. I'm kind of a restless sleeper, so I move around a lot, and my pad tends to go all over the place. And this actually keeps it more in place. So you get some extra warmth, and this also helps you from sliding around. It's also great in the morning. You can set it outside of your tent and set things on it while you're getting ready. Your shoes, your whatever you want to put out there, and you're not going to get it. Nothing's going direct on the ground, which makes it really nice. So another nice thing about this, you have it with you during the day, and you stop and take a lunch break or any kind of break, and you can just roll it out, fold it up, and use it as a sit pad while you are on the rocks. Okay, and lastly, as part of my sleep system, I have a dual-purpose bag made by Hyperlite, and this can be used. It's a dry bag to store my clothes in, okay, during the day while it's in my pack. So that also helps to keep my sleep clothes dry if something would happen to get wet. And it also serves as a pillow. Turn it inside out. This has a real nice soft material on the outside. You put in your clothes, or maybe in case during the year you're puffy, if you're not sleeping with it, which in the summer you won't be, but you might want to keep it for your pillow, because you never want to get rid of your puffy. And now you have a really nice, soft pillow. I could definitely sleep on this thing all night. And there you have it. Get up in the morning and do the air in my pad. Let it all out. And I fold it up and get on my day. And that's it. Okay. Your backpack. Cut. Compactor bags smell. Wait,
Dyneema?
Dyneema. Are you filming that?
No.
You are.
Nope.
Okay, so let's look at. Okay, let's look. Okay.